So, you have decided to take on the learning of the violin or the fiddle. This is a violin. This is a fiddle. No difference, just a different name. Okay? All right. When you get your violin, it generally comes with a bow. So, in fact, you have two different instruments. You have the violin bow and you have the violin. Let's start with the bow, because that's the easy one to explain, and it's the harder one to learn to play. So, first of all, let's acquaint ourselves with the parts of the bow. Way out here at the tip of the bow, we have what we call the tip. And here we have, don't touch them, we have all these hairs, usually horsehair. And we call that the hair. Okay? Don't touch them. Oil from your fingers will ruin it. And on the other side, we have this stick thing here, which has got a slight curve to it, which is why it's called a bow, because it has a bow to it. Right? And we call this stick the stick. All right. We got a couple of other things to learn. One is this fancy little doohickey here that turns to the left and the right. Its technical name is not doohickey. I think it's a ferrule or something like that. I forget. But it doesn't matter. It's the screw that loosens by turning to the left and tightens by turning to the right or clockwise the hairs on the bow. Okay? So you want the hairs to be just tight enough that they don't flop against the stick, so that when you're playing, they will make contact with the string, but not with the stick. Okay? When you're putting the violin away, turn it about 3 half turns to the left to loosen it so it doesn't continue to put strain on the stick. All right, how to hold the bow. Aha! This is the hard part. Okay. First of all, take the bow with your left hand and hold it right in the middle of the stick. Do not touch the hair. Okay. Take your right hand and let's make a bunny rabbit. Hello. Ears. The first and fourth fingers are ears. And there's his mouth. Hi. Okay. And we're going to take his lower jaw and put it next to the frog right there. Can you see that? We call that the frog because it kind of looks like a frog. I don't think it does really, but okay. And then we're going to hook it underneath. And then we're going to take our other the two middle fingers, and hold them against, so his nose, I guess that would be. And then the left ear flops down over here, and the right ear perks up, way up here on top of the stick, so that your hand is sloping downward toward the tip of the scale, of the bow. Okay, so you got that? Okay, now let's go to the violin, the thing you thought was the instrument you were going to play. Okay, the violin we are going to pick up carefully by placing the V of our hand at the back of the violin, behind the fingerboard, on top of what we call the box. Okay? So you got that? Hold it nice and firmly. Okay? Turn so that you are not facing straight ahead or all the way to the left, but halfway in between. That's a 45-degree angle for you math people. Okay? Pick up the violin, hold it straight out, and at the very bottom, you will see a button. See it right there? Little button. Okay? I want you to bring that button right into your neck, and then lay the left-hand side of the violin on top of your shoulder, and the right-hand side of the violin box on your collarbone or clavicle. And if you do that, you should be able to crunch down with your jaw a little bit and hold the violin right there. If you can't, you might need something we call a shoulder rest, which adds a little bit of height to the back of the violin. And I will have a subsequent video that will explain how to use one of those. But for now, see if you can hold it this way, because it's not much nicer to be this close to your violin and not be removed. Once you've got that, you are ready to bow and fiddle and play violin and have a whole lot of fun. Okay? And that's what we want to do. We want to have fun. So please subscribe to my channel, and happy music, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.